Welcome back to Toriko Anime Review. This is part 3, and this I'm viewing pretty much episodes 49 to 68. And these 20 episodes cover 49 and 50 cover the Reality of the Gourmet World arc, which is chapters 110 to 113. 52-57 is the Melk Stardust arc, which adapts chapters 114 to 124. And, of course, the Mellow arc from episodes 58 to 68, which is an 11-episode arc, covers chapters 125 to 143. Yep. Now, in the case of Reality of the Gourmet World stuff, that actually is sort of a partial setup to basically the next few arcs. Yeah, stuff mentioned here is just stuff that goes later on. And Tina is only seen for the first part of the story. Yeah, she's seen for like just one scene in part 1 of the story, and that's it. Yeah, Toriko just going to the Gourmet world, just testing his limits, just to see how he can survive, and he barely survives, and the Naki Master Jiren gets him out of there, no problem. I should point out, though, these 2 episodes plus 52 are the last 3 episodes I had to watch that were officially dubbed that I'm going to review. It's sad that Funimation never finished dubbing this series because their dub was fantastic. Nothing against people who does the sub, who actually does the who actually speak the characters, the Japanese voice actors. No disrespect toward them. Funimation did a fantastic job with the dub, though there were some editing issues here and there, some minor ones. Not like stuff edited out per se, just that the lip sync for this particular one wasn't exactly like up to snuff like it normally is. But yeah, it was a little bit off, but it was a minor hiccup on the part of the animation. But overall, it was a great arc and just a quick little thing, and that's really it for that one. 51 is another crossover with One Piece, and I've kind of already covered this one thanks to my One Piece reviews. So I'll give my more brief thoughts on it, just that it's a great crossover, and though it comes at a very odd time too, it's like, even though it comes between episodes 50 and 52, it kind of interrupts the flow of the story. That's the weird... Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the weird thing when it comes to these crossovers, is that... Excuse me, in the case of this one, it's like, okay, we have one episode ends with looks like that Komatsu is jumping into Toriko's arms to hug him, happy to see him, and the next episode starts over with him in the boat. Yeah, it's very odd, but it's overall a great story, and from One Piece's perspective, this is canon. This is actually takes place after the time skip, but probably after Fishman Island. Yeah, that's when this crossover takes place. The first one takes place for Sabaody. This one takes place after Fishman Island, like right after the time skip, because pretty much everybody's in their post time skip outfit. Yep. And overall, great story, but yeah, there's actually like, now in the case of, there's a couple of characters who really do nothing in the story. Now, in the case of the Toriko characters, as far as I can tell for these people, yeah, Sunny and Reen do like very little in here, and same thing with Coco. Yeah, they do very little. Like, they do the whole thing with the search for food. Yeah, the one person for the level that Usopp is on. Yeah, I think it's Usopp, Zoro. Yeah, I think it's Usopp, Zoro, Robin, Coco, and I don't remember who the other one is, but yeah, the first level, Usopp does all the work, and and the whole thing was about saving Chopper, which it's a great thing. I just kind of wish it's kind of like they're missing a scene of Luffy introducing Toriko and Komatsu to the entire crew. Of course, these two already know Sanji, Chopper, and Nami. Yeah, they know these 3, but as far as I know, there's like nothing about them there's nothing about the scene that they kind of introduced them to them quickly. And it was great the fact that Sunny and Sanji did not get along. I thought it was the most funniest thing of the whole entire story. And unlike in the last crossover, like, if you just watch this from the One Piece perspective, like, okay, Reen is like very happy to see Toriko. And the second one, she actually is hugging hugging Toriko. Now, in the case of the first one, I have a theory it takes place like right after. I would say it's probably after Century Soup stuff. But in the case of the Toriko perspective, these crossovers, it's questionable exactly where to place these crossovers. Yeah, it's very weird how they do this, but it's overall a great crossover. Next up is the Melk Stardust one. Which, this one I remember a little bit better than the reality of the Gourmet World thing. This one, as far as I can tell, now, this one is the first arc in the series does not feature Tina at all. Yeah, she is absent this entire story. There is no extra explanation why she's absent for it. Like, the whole arc is pretty much exactly how it's presented in the manga. There is one small little difference with this one. That when they show Melk the Second, who is a woman, when they reveal that when this one is a woman, they kind of censor her breast. They kind of cover up with steam. Now, in the manga, you actually get a chance to see her breast. No nipples, though, but yeah, you get a chance to see her breast. In the anime, they kind of censor with steam. It's fine. It's an okay change. It's very okay for the manga to do this, but probably not okay for an anime. Probably since little kids are probably watching it too, so they probably censor it as well. I should point out, too, I did get a chance to hear briefly the dub voice from Melk II, and it's like only there for like 2 lines, and that's it, because the first episode of this arc is the only one that's actually dubbed, because 52 is the last episode they officially dubbed. As for why Funimation stopped, no idea. I have never found out the reason why for this. I mean, yeah, the series ended roughly just a few years ago, but I don't get why in the world that Funimation stopped dubbing this, because it was a great dub. I just don't understand why they stopped. But yeah, as far as I can tell for this, with the exception of that one scene, it's presented pretty much the same way as is in the manga. I mean, there's no alterations, surprisingly. And, well, there is one slight little thing of Melk just blushing at Komatsu in the nude. Yeah, she's blushing at seeing him butt naked. Well, first time she saw him in his underwear, and then the second time she actually saw him butt naked, though she also saw Toriko naked as well. Though she kind of likes seeing Komatsu butt naked as well. And I thought this was so funny that Toriko was like, "Hey, you have a thing for her, right?" He's kind of like denying it, but everybody knows they have a thing for each other. And in case you're wondering, does this relationship go any further? Nope. It's still a crush, and it's something, though, that they introduce us, and it's something the writer never took time to develop us, and yet he developed Toriko and Rin no problem, yet this other relationship makes a good amount of sense. They do understand each other, and they do like each other, though I thought it was just so cute that these two had a thing for each other. Now, Melk, I have a pretty good idea how old she is, because Melk the First, when he left to do his own thing, he said he was 15. Since it's been 6 years, I mean, she's 21. And currently, she's probably I think she's 23 right now. Komatsu, I have no idea how old this guy is. And one thing that Melk II has in common with Komatsu, with Rin, is that she's actually one of 2 characters in the anime, well, female characters, who's got raven hair, long black hair. Well, Rin is short, but in a time skip, her hair's got much longer, outfits much longer as well. I love the fact that they kind of keep it sort of like a friendly, budding romance. I mean, I don't exactly develop this that much, but it is overall a great thing that they establish for. It's like Toriko's got a love interest, so why not get one to Komatsu? And a drop-dead gorgeous one at that. So, oh yeah, and they do explain how she got the scars on her face. Yeah, it was by pure accident, like 2 knives just accidentally coming to her and created that cross-shaped, scar on her face. Yeah, that's how basically that they explain how she gets it. But otherwise, though, yeah, great story. Next one is Mellow, which is the arc that introduces Zebra. Yeah, you finally get a chance to see a full appearance by him, and he actually talks as well. Though he's dealing with the 4 Heavenly King characters who does not get a dub voice. If I would pick of which Funimation actor would be good enough for his dub voice, it would be Christopher Sabant. Yeah, his voice would be perfect for Zeb. Yeah, imagining since if let's say if if he did do it like that one, there's a third crossover with Vegeta, Zoro, and Zebra, which in the dub, Christopher Smith voices two of these characters. Imagine if he did all three in the same scene. That would be interesting. But I'll talk more about that crossover in part 4. Yeah, but it is overall, these episodes are just really damn good. Yep. And yeah, Mellow, as far as I can tell for this arc, there's only like one slight alteration. There's a line that Kamatsu says about the Gourmet Pyramid being shaped like a castle. Yeah, in the anime, they give a line to Zebra, which makes more sense to give it to him, to give it to Kamatsu. But otherwise, though, the arc pretty much proceeds exactly how it's back in the manga. Though they do something in the manga that they don't do in the anime. They actually sew up Zebra's cheek, which is like torn open on the side here. Yeah, the manga never bothers to explain how the heck this thing even happened in the first place. Now, I suspect that the scars on his body are probably from the animals he's probably fought over the years. But as for what happened with his cheek, as far as I know, that's never been explained. Yep, that's basically when it comes to him. Yep. Of course, they also introduced at the end of the Zero pilot, which Melk the First and the Master Gourmet Reviver. Yeah, he's part of that too. Apparently, it's all civilians who were hired by the president, and this biotome is actually in the Gourmet world. And it's great. And it's also nice to see Chief Manson again. I think this is the first time that if you watch the anime, this is the first time probably since Century Soup. It's been a while since we've actually seen him, but it's always great to see the guy. I guess he's pure fun. He's a good comic relief character. Well, not as fun as the other guy does. The only alteration they do make to Mellow, aside from like moving one dialogue and of course adding Tina, is that the Gourmet Hunter, who's basically comically him and his stooges, which I don't remember these guys in the being there in the manga. So my guess they just throw him in because, well, Tina's there, so why not throw him in? Yeah, in case you're wondering. Now, also in that scene, yeah, we're on that boat. For some strange reason, Toriko and Coco start dancing. Sunny and Tomatsu start dancing as well. Yeah, it's really bizarre. Yeah, there is no explanation of why in the world they do that for, but yeah. But it is overall 3 really good arcs, and yeah. But otherwise, though, that's really it for this one. So my next part, which will be part 4, this one I'm going to cover, part 4, I'm going to cover episodes 69 to 97, which is going to be Toriko's Break, Shining Gourmet, the filler, Aluminum Break, and Meteor Garlic arc. Yeah, it's basically covering 4 arcs, 3 of whom are canon arcs, and 1, of course, is a filler arc. Alright, but enjoy. See you all in my next episode. Bye.